Hello and good morning, everybody. Well, I guess it's a kind of a good morning. The SPY is kind of up today. It was up a little bit more, obviously, earlier in pre-market. Now we're actually falling off down into the red. We are down 0.23% on the SPY, as you can see there, but definitely not the best open that you would have wanted. No, Drake, I wasn't muted. Wasn't muted, just figured I'd leave it on the stock screen today rather than starting soon. I figured people would like that better anyways. That way you can at least see the stock movement, if we're just waiting for market to open. But yeah, pretty insane day, just doing some stuff in Discord and stuff like that this morning. But overall, great day for me so far. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. Hopefully everyone got their coffee in and everything that they usually use in the morning. Sometimes it's coffee. I know some people who start their day with marijuana, so it can be a crazy world out there, but everyone's got their kick, I guess. I got my good old orange juice here, ready to start the day. Tropicana. Price of my orange juice has gone up because of that hurricane. Dang it. Let me see if I can find the orange juice futures. You guys are going to laugh at this. Let's see if we can find it. Orange juice. Oh. Here it is. Come on. I know it'll be here somewhere. I just need to find the US version. Ah. Nope. Futures, here we go. FTEG. Really? They're on the foreign exchange? Let me find it, guys. Orange grenadine. OJX. That's all it was. OJ. There it is. Yeah, you can see with that hurricane, the price of the orange juice started really flying up. Oh man, Cornish. Oh, he always has me dying lately with this pumpkin spice. That is so funny. Every time. Keisha's like, I'm going to get my coffee right now. There you go. There you go, Keisha. What kind of coffee do you get? That's so funny. Cornish with this pumpkin spice. Man. Thinking of pumpkin spice, Cornish. Ooh. S-Bucks, not the best day, but not the worst. It still looks like it could end up going up. Drake says, starting it off with Fairlife today. Nice. Fairlife is good. If that's what I'm thinking of. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yep. I got this a while ago. I thought that was insanely good. Xbox, that's really insane. He also says, black coffee for me, green leaves for Tom. Get out of here, Xbox. Green leaves. That's funny. mRNA pop Moderna for Drake. Let's see. mRNA. Wow, what a big pop. What's going on with that one? Let's see if maybe there's some news going on Thinkorswim. mRNA. Merck exercise personalized cancer vaccine pack. What? What is that? Did it just say that they're making a cancer vaccine? What? What am I hearing right now? Wow. What a weird thing here. Xbox goes, you were looking for dispensaries before. Don't lie. Oh, man, you got me dying. I wasn't looking for them. It's because the stock. PLNHF. There it is. This is a big, a nice, fun dispensary in Vegas, we'll say. What's my CPI expectation? Sharam's asking. What a good question, Sharam. The CPI expectation. So my expectation is actually not going to be quite as good as a lot of people are hoping for. So I think a lot of people are expecting CPI to fall down from 8.3% to either 8.1 or 8.2. If we do see it fall down to somewhere around there, then I think we'll be fine as far as CPI goes. But if we stay at 8.3 or higher, then I think we're going to see some pretty scary stuff come out as far as CPI and just the market falling. And I'm a little bit worried here because we see inflation here. It's been flying up this whole year. It's been moving up, up, up. We'll look at 5 years. You know, like you can see, it's been flying up. It's been starting to even out a little bit. So I'm a little bit worried. Maybe we're going to start to retest some of those recent highs here. Maybe around like 9%. Maybe like 8.5%. Obviously, this reading is not going to come in at 9%. If that happened, it would be nuts. I couldn't imagine the market if it jumped up that much right now. But if it came in a little bit higher, like 8.3, 8.4, 8.5, anything higher than that expectation, I think that we'll see something bad. Now, as far as my guess, which way do I think that this is going to go? I think that we're going to end up right at 8.3. I just think that's kind of what we're going to come in at. Maybe like stay the same there. We've came in at 8.3 to 8.5 a few other times. I'm not sure we're going to fall under 8.3 like people are expecting, but we're going to have to see. You know, we're getting into that holiday season again where spending's going to become rampant again, and I wonder if the spending's going to keep up, and if it does, inflation should keep going. So it's going to be an insane time, but the Feds, it's weird. It's like the Feds have to hurt the market to help inflation. But yeah, I'm really hoping that these numbers come in better than expected. And when I say better than expected, it means lower than expected. So, but yeah, in my mind, I think we'll just come in right about even, like 8.3, 8.2. That's what I'm saying. And we have Sean saying 359 might prove to be difficult. Yeah, it could. It very well could today. Hopefully we can get back up through that. That triple bottom from yesterday is looking pretty good on the SPY there. I'm actually going to have to do something really quick, guys, because that triple bottom is just too nice to pass up, I think. So just give me 1 second. Sorry, guys, just typing something up in Discord real quick. Oh my gosh, it's everybody's favorite. Look who's here.
So this was something that a rich company came into the traditional media and cherry-picked an amazing asset.
Let me know if you hate him or you love him.
Our own company, a little bit of news. Mike Cavanaugh, longtime CFO here at Comcast, being promoted to president. Wanted to point that out. I think many of us hoping that, perhaps he's going to bottom the stock. Maybe he can point back to this day and say, hey, the day I became president, stock was around $28.60, and it went straight up from there.
Wait,
That's what we're hoping.
You're saying that there could be like a cause and effect, or you're saying that's like the luck of the draw?
Well, yeah, maybe he'll just get lucky. Of course,
better
he
be
was
lucky than good.
Previously, briefly, Carlisle, longtime J.P. Morgan CFO. Actually, I knew Michael quite well back then. Haven't talked to him nearly as much in recent years. was talked about very openly as a successor even back then to
Right.
Jamie Dimon, if you remember. But we all know now the successor to Jamie Dimon is Jamie Dimon.
That's the rich people are rich.
You like that?
Well,
but,
I'll tell you something. Why
but
don't you
only
do...
the third president in the history of Comcast, which we pointed out many times to try to be as fair as we can for a stock that we do own, has been suffering a lot of challenges of late, given the lack of new subscriptions for broadband, worries about average revenue per user for broadband, potential price wars, competition from fixed wireless, not to mention, on our front, the advertising market and the continued cord cutting that we talk so often about. Jim, new president, though. All these are his problems
Can you
now.
believe he just listed everything? But you know what he left
Sorry,
out?
guys. I
What?
figured we'd see what Kramer, the cursed man, had to say there. Poor Kramer, man. Everything he talks about lately just goes in the opposite direction. I think they're coming out with an ETF that inverses Kramer, actually. It's pretty funny, but if you guys haven't heard of that ETF, you guys need to check that out. Kramer ETF. Let's see. Kramer ETF. Ah, here it is. It's S Jim. That's right. It reminds me of Slim Jim. S Jim. They filed for I know they filed to come onto the market. So they have inverse ARC ETFs. Now we might have inverse Kramer ETFs. That's funny. Poor Kramer. That guy gets so much flack. Although, deservingly so in a lot of cases, I'd say. But yeah, let me know what stocks you guys are watching. We can maybe find some good runners here this morning. So far, mRNA has been the big one. I know LI has had a really good day as well, along with the cruise lines. CCL, RCL, AAL, all those stocks started flying back up. Let's go. Let's go. It's actually pretty big, guys. A good morning for those stocks. Wow. Nice. And guess what? Meta kept going down. Who would have guessed, guys? Who would have guessed? No, I'm just joking. Or am I? I might not be joking, actually. There's Ketchup, Kraft Heinz, continuing to recover back up in a huge, huge way. Very nice, Kraft. Kraft Heinz. Still looking good. As of now. There is a big resistance coming up really close on Kraft, like $36. So we have to be very careful of that, guys. Be aware of 36 if you're looking at Kraft. That will be a bit of resistance there. But wow, Ketchup just kept going, Sean. I always talk about this stock. We always call it Ketchup in the Discord. Kraft Heinz Ketchup. God dang, Ketchup's on fire today, though. Ha! Cornish thought S-Gym was a joke. No, it's real. It's set to be real, apparently. I don't know when it's going to come on the market exactly, but yeah. Filed on October 5th. Look at this. I love Kramer's thing. I love Kramer's tweet here. He capitalizes AMD. He capitalizes Meta. He capitalizes Amazon. And he doesn't capitalize I on anything. He's like, as always, I. Like a lowercase I. I don't know why. That's like bothering me. Like, Kramer, what are you doing? Come on. I'm sending him back to typing school. Yeah, all in on SGym. What's funny is that I bet that inverse ETF comes out right whenever stocks are at lows, and then all of Kramer's stocks will probably start fucking exploding right when that ETF comes out, and then the ETF will get destroyed probably. That's probably what's gonna happen. Because, I mean, man, these stocks are already down a lot. Some of them are down quite a bit, actually. I'm going to make a nice poll, though, about CPI, guys. Type it out in the polls. CPI higher than expected at... Let's see. So they had the expectation at... They're looking at 8.1%, 8.2%. CPI higher. I like my little stuff here on this poll. There we go. Wow. Guys, sorry about that. The poll took forever to get to work today. For some reason, these polls, they just have not been working right the past couple days for some reason. But today, we got it to work. There's the poll, guys. CPI higher, market moves lower. CPI lower, market moves higher. Or CPI the same, market coin flip. Just place your votes which way you think it's going to go. If you think that CPI will come in higher, that means you think it's going to come in higher than expected. They're expecting somewhere around 8.1 to 8.2%. If it comes in at 8.3% or higher, that will be pretty bad news for the market. I think as long as it comes in at 8.1 or 8.2, the market should be okay, though. Should be okay, though, right there, I think. All right, but pretty crazy morning so far with stocks moving around all over the place. We're not really getting any big movers to the upside or the downside. The big one up was Moderna, just kind of sitting there now. AAL, CCL, all of those stocks started also pulling back off. On my separate monitor here, I have good old DraftKings falling off to around lows again. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I'm not really surprised about that one too much. They're falling back off. You know what? Some retailers did very well yesterday, like Walmart, Costco, stocks like that, Kroger. And they're actually still doing quite well today. Kroger from last night's video, which I talked about a little bit, would be on fire today. Up above $46, doing quite well. It's not like we're seeing anything overly explosive or anything like that, but it's definitely, I'd say, a pretty good move up. Sorry, I just clicked on some random news there. But to the downside today, ooh, CCJ. What happened? Uh-oh. Wow, that's pretty big. That's a big drop down. Wow. What a huge move. That's insane, actually, on CCJ. I can't believe it's down so much. Down 13%. That is a brutal drop, guys. I know a lot of you guys were trading CCJ there for a little while, but damn, that's insane. Corbin could use some coffee too. Black with some creamer. Or I like to share something sweet with my girl. There you go. CPI has been coming down the last few months. Should continue the trend. However, he still pledged to raise rates for the rest of the year. Printer Powell, I bet he makes it pop up because it's so oversold, but the real news will show in the next week. I could see that, Corbin. Yeah, I could see that. He probably will pop it up in the short term, but we'll have to see how that inflation data comes out. That's going to be the big thing. If it does continue that downtrend, that'll be very nice for the market, Corbin. I can't remember. Let me look this up. Michael Burry inflation double top. Something he said. Somebody said something lately about inflation double topping. Saw something lately about this. Huh. Yeah, I can't find it now, but I know Burry's obviously a very mixed, opinionated person. Like, obviously, he's going to do what he can to make himself the most money, but I've seen something lately where some of these big guys were saying that they could see inflation still, like, retesting the highs again. And if that's the case, that would be rough, but I'm with you, Corbin. It looks like it's coming down now, and hopefully it continues on that nice trend, because they are expecting it to come down a little bit more. If it does, that would be pretty nice for the market. So hopefully that does happen for us. That would be very nice. But there's DraftKings right there, $13 again, guys. Looking crazy here today. Just insane. Yeah, what an insane day, though. I mean, just so many stocks are up, down, all over the place. Still liking the retailers like Kroger. I mean, that's seriously where the market is here. We have 8 votes, though, in the poll, guys. I appreciate all the votes there. Wow, it's very mixed all across the board. We have CPI higher, market goes lower. CPI lower, market moves higher. CPI the same, market coin flip. A lot of people are looking at market moves lower. 10 votes in the poll, though. If you guys are interested, please vote in that for that big CPI data, which will be out tomorrow morning right before open. So we'll probably be going live about 10 to 15 minutes early tomorrow, given all the crazy stuff going on. But it's going to be a big one, guys. Crazy day, and I just cannot wait to see exactly what goes on later. But for right now, just insane market movement this morning. Mainly the retailers are continuing to go. That's pretty good, though. Let me see one thing real quick. That's huge, though. I think this is starting to happen with investors wanting to put some of their money into some of the safer places in the market. Because lately, I mean, the market's just been very whack, as we know. It's been insane. Kraft is another one of those. They're not a retailer, but one of those food companies that sells to retailers. And, man, I really like Kraft. It's one of those insane stocks. That big double top here is pretty insane on Kraft at 44. It's pretty huge, actually. But yeah, let me know what stocks you guys are watching. If you guys are seeing anything, of course. If not, that's all right. But yeah, let me know if you guys are getting any nice day trades or scalps or anything like that. If you guys find any nice momentum, let me know. We'll check it out real quick. Let's go back real quick to the pre-market screener on Market Watch. Maybe we can see some stocks that had some bigger moves this morning early on. Nothing too crazy. What about to the downside? Yeah, nothing too crazy again. Maybe SKLZ. SKLZ was down a lot this morning in pre-market. Wow, that daily chart on... This daily chart on SKLZ makes me just feel bad, man. Gosh, I feel bad for people. $46 down to $1. Oof. That is brutal, guys. I feel bad for that one. Wow. What an insane stock. I know a lot of people are buying that one too, which makes it crazier. That makes it even worse. I knew a lot of people that were talking about buying that one, SKLZ. That is just insane. Andrew says Apple SPY/puts at the top here. Santi says, how's AMD looking? You know, AMD is still looking all right. It's down into our range, which I've talked about a lot. I'd say it's actually right on a pretty big support right now. Let's see on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, pretty big support down here from yesterday, right around $56. Honestly, if this thing breaks below 56, open the damn floodgates. We better get into some puts if it breaks below 56. Might want to set an alert, actually. Yeah. Yeah, let's do crossing the horizontal ray. Oh yeah, here we go. Email to SMS. What is that? But cool. Nice. Throw that alert out there. Should be pretty cool on good old AMD there. If we do end up breaking down, that'll be nice for us. Drake says, I'm tempted for an AMD put, but I'll wait till hybrid bot or bonus setups. Never get too used to it, though. Never get to use it enough. Nice, Drake. That might be a pretty good way to go. Waiting for some of those big breaks there. Yeah, just wait for AMD to break down. I think that could be pretty good. If AMD breaks above 59, it could even be a good play to the upside. AMD was actually my free day trade today, if you guys were interested. It's in the Discord under the day trading section. That's a big move. Look at KR today. What a breakout. What a good play, though, by KR. What a nice run, though, all the way up to that high. That was huge. 46.45 had a nice big breakout there. We'll take that for KR. Not the biggest breakout ever, but I mean, hey, that would definitely be a nice scalp if you guys were looking at good old KR there. High volatility, low prices, time to sell a cash secured put. I'm with you, Corbin. Andrew says Apple or SPY puts at the top. You know what, Andrew? It actually looks pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. Apple looks like it's falling off again. Might not be a bad... I don't think that's a bad play. Now, this setup is kind of in the middle. I think it could kind of go either way here on SPY. Looks kind of interesting to me. Here's kind of like what I'll draw out what I'm seeing, Andrew. I'm kind of seeing this right now. I'm seeing something kind of like this going on. So I'm hoping it doesn't stay between here. Maybe we can get a nice break up or down out of this at some point today. That would be, I think, pretty nice if we could. But if it does end up bouncing here and holding, then we're going to know that this drawing is going to end up holding up. So we'll have to see what happens here over the next few minutes, Andrew. But I kind of agree with puts. I'm leaning more that way than I am to the upside. But the market's going to be extremely volatile, I think. We have the FOMC minutes later on today, and there's a lot of big things affecting the market right now. But, oh, shit, there it goes, guys. Like I said, I was leaning down, but what a crazy move. Yeah, you might want to try to catch that volatility quick if you want to get in, Andrew. It's going to be tough. Kind of getting closer to supports now, but that's a pretty big break right there. You could have maybe played that rejection off the upper level, but like up here. That's probably what the market wanted you to play, was up there. That's a pretty big break down and out of that wedge, though. Pretty cool. Iranical says Goog looks good, and Saram says PEGY. Yeah, Goog was looking good probably a few minutes ago when you said that, Iranical. It started really turning over now, though. Wow. Big move back down. PEGY moving higher, Saram says. Looking pretty good. Definitely good if you count all of pre-market. Holy crap. PEGY's on fire. Pineapple Energy. I've never even heard of this. Pineapple Energy. What an interesting name. Andrew says that they've been in puts since it was up 80 cents today. I wanted some confidence. Nice. Well, good shit then. Nice. I'm glad you did well on that. You got into those probably somewhere around 140 then on the stock price on Apple. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it's falling off. I will say, though, I expect a lot of up and down movement today. So while it is going down now, I don't think that we're just going to sell off all day heading into the FOMC minutes event later. Yeah, I don't think that's the case, but I can see crazy movement happening. Looks like right now, 50% of you guys are voting that the CPI is higher and the market moves lower. So crazy votes in the poll. If you guys have not yet voted, please check that out. It would be extremely helpful, along with liking the live stream. That also helps us out quite a bit, guys. So if you would, please smash that like button if you're enjoying yourself today. We're continuing to see Kraft Heinz or ketchup jumping up and continuing to run out of nowhere. There we go. Up another 2% today. Stock's insane lately. Past couple days, the stock's up around like 5%, which is big for a slow mover like Kraft. What in the... That is crazy with Kraft, guys. Continuing to run. Walmart, WMT. Walmart looks pretty good, actually. It popped up a little bit. Consolidating right at that... Guys, this is actually a pretty good intraday setup here on Walmart. Boom. That's a really good support there. And we're bouncing right off of it. That's a pretty bullish signal here. Like, I could see Walmart potentially having some nice movement here, like doing something like this. That's what I'm looking for today out of Walmart. Because, I mean, that is a very nice bounce here, guys, off support. I've seen this setup a lot. It doesn't always play out. Obviously, no setup is 100%, but I will say that this this bullish formation right here on Walmart does look pretty damn promising. And I think it could have some potential to keep going, too. Some big resistances up here on Walmart, though. Intraday, though, I think we could see a little bit of a move back up, maybe a retest of some levels, but we'll have to check back in on that one and see how it ends up. I'm liking it, though. Going back to the SPY, we still have, Guys, I think this is confirmation. This is put confirmation for anybody who is wanting some puts on SPY here. Boom. This could be a pretty good freaking play. The SPY is getting extremely volatile, guys. I mean, this is starting to run and run all over the place. I can't believe it. Insane movement here. Let's see if this wedge still holds up for us or not, though. Hopefully it does. Hopefully this keeps holding up and we can see some nice moves down so we can fire some puts maybe if we break below some of these key levels here. Come on. Come on, come on. Let's see those breaks. Damn. It's holding up. Holding up a little bit for now, but that was pretty good confirmation there, I will say. We just had to wait for like one good candle extension lower. It just didn't come. It just didn't come for us. Weren't able to fire it off. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 60 seconds. And I'll be right back. Drake says, I hope we have a good hybrid bot because I was eyeing AMD at 180. Now it's at 235. Damn, Drake. That's too bad. You can still do fire, though. I think the hybrid could end up doing pretty well today. But, yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 1 or 2 minutes. Be right back, though. So don't go anywhere. Hopefully SPY keeps going. If you see SPY start extending down again, like I said, if we break below here, you might want to fire some puts off. It looks like a pretty good put play in my eyes. Of course, not all plays work out, but I think it's good risk to reward, and I think you could definitely scalp some closer expirations for some nice gains, I guess you could say there. Come on, let's get the big break though. I don't even want to I don't even want to go blow my nose because I want to get the good break. I'll be right back, guys, here. Just watch it and wait for that break. I'll throw the support line there. Be right back. Here we go, guys. There we are. SPY's coming down for us just like we wanted. Moving right below that key support. Boom, there we go. Came back to some nice movement. Hopefully it can go even lower now. Come on, SPY. Lots of volatility here, though. I will say I don't like the chop. I do not like all the chop right here. But it's really not that bad in reality. It's not that bad. Just some chop. Hopefully it flies down below the chop here. Very choppy though, we'll say. Damn, came flying back up. Wow, what a crazy setup here. So much chop. Like it's moving lower, but it's just chopping. It's chopping. We need some better market movement than that. Andrew says, Tom, you should do some live trading. Your callouts are great. Hey, I appreciate it, Andrew. I have done some live trading in the past. You know, we've done it a few times. Nothing crazy, though, as far as live trading, but I've done it a few times. The big thing with live trading that I've noticed that, at least with me, that I need to work on as far as like live trading is it's very difficult to try and look at certain stocks and certain movement while also managing those day trades, because like you got to be looking at those like nonstop as well. But trying to figure out a good way to manage that. We've done a few though as we've been going. Crazy move though with SPY. Wow. Came right back up for us. Yeah, play it safe. J&J pop, Sean said. J&J, let's see. Johnson & Johnson, nice. Keisha's going to be happy with that. That's amazing. Let's go. Keisha seems to always be playing J&J lately, and man, yesterday J&J came right up to resistance, had a big explosion up above. Very nice intraday move. We'll take that any day. Really nice. Good stuff. Come on, DraftKings, can you help us out a little bit today and go back up? Good old DraftKings, come on. We need some help today, DraftKings. Can't believe it. It's going to break the low of yesterday now, isn't it? It is. It's pretty insane, though. 46% of you guys voted for the market moving lower. Like I said before, if you guys have not yet voted in the live stream today, go ahead and vote in that poll. It's pretty interesting. We still have stocks breaking lower. Santi says Lucid's breaking down. LCID, nice. This could be a pretty good, maybe a good put play today. Lucid actually had a big pop this morning. What was up with that? Big move back down, though. It's a good move back down. Derek says, what's going on this morning? Hey, Derek, thanks for joining us today. Says he woke up a little bit late, but overall, looking good. Nice. There's the SPY with that big breakdown that we wanted. There we go, SPY. Pretty big break though right there. Good break of support. Had a nice like 50-cent little pop down. Hopefully we can get some more movement. Looking pretty good though. Yeah, that's a big break, guys. I hope it keeps going, but it's extremely volatile. Every time we get a break, we get slight pops back up. So I'm curious if this green's going to come up here and maybe retest, and then we'll start to fly back down or not. That's probably what's going to happen. It seems like it's trying to shake everybody out today, no matter what happens. But you got to be quick on these breakdowns, though. I'll say that. Like, if I were you guys and you were trying to play this, I would literally have an options chain open of SPY, and I would have the order set to click buy the second it breaks down. That way you could buy the second it breaks down and then sell, just a couple minutes later. But yeah, I would definitely like leave that open and just watch it. Like while you're watching the stock, just have that order ready to send. Yeah, it looks like we're going to come up and maybe retest that resistance. Retest resistance, then possibly go a little bit lower, hopefully. Because I know that break came so fast. I feel like it was probably hard for a lot of people to enter on that. So I hope it moves lower, because I'm sure a lot of people didn't get out down here at the bottom. But I think it can definitely go lower, though. It can. Now, we just need this resistance to hold, though. Yeah. So I was afraid of extremely volatile today. You got to take those small gains sometimes, and when it's very volatile, that's what I'm saying. I was actually even typing in the Discord, take some small gains if you want to. Yeah, volatile as hell, though. Look at that. All the way back up now. And if it rejects back off this purple line again, I'm going to laugh my ass off if it rejects. I think that play might almost be about done, though, if it doesn't reject. That was a pretty good move. Like, we can't lie. Like, imagine if you would have gotten in on that rejection there. That could have been really good if we would have seen that at the time. That was just such a good setup there, though. It's too bad those two candles just didn't go down more, because, man, that was a good setup whenever it was consolidating there before the drop. Now the setup, I think, is starting to go away from the initial setup we saw. Now we got to go find something else. Oh. Xbox says, why does the market hate me so much? Oh, man. Yeah, I knew that break was going to be tough. Because it broke, and I warned people in Discord. I said, I have this going on bonus setups, and I said, don't be afraid to take smaller profits down there. This is volatile as hell. It's volatile as hell, and yeah, within just a couple minutes, it came popping back up. It's insane. QQQ's now coming back. Wow, that's some explosion there. AMD broke the low of, broke to a new low of day. Now it's ripping back. Nvidia's ripping back. What are we going to play to the upside now, guys? There's Apple. Look at Apple, I mean, forming pretty good support here. That doesn't mean support's going to hold up, but it's looking pretty interesting. Yeah, I knew that SPY break was going to be tough for us, though. Come on, SPY. Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching today. If you guys have any last minute stocks or anything you'd like me to cover, just let me know and we can check it out here really quickly before we go. But obviously the big thing coming up this tonight, I was going to say this afternoon, is going to be the FOMC minutes meeting, or meeting minutes, I should say, at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be extremely big. It's just going to go over what they talked about in the last FOMC meeting. So it's not going to be anything overly insane, but it will be a pretty big piece of news. And one thing I do want to say is that with the FOMC minutes, a lot of people always mistake that for an FOMC meeting. That is not the same thing. The meeting kind of highlighted what's going to be in the minutes. The minutes are just going to give us a more in-depth view into like what they talked about at the last FOMC press conference. So Powell always comes out and does like the big, the Feds do their interest rate decision, then Powell does the big press conference. And that's where they talk a lot about, obviously, what they see in the market and stuff like that. But the minutes will just give us a little bit more insight later on today. So that'll be a big event coming up there. And then tomorrow we have the big CPI data before market open. Like I said earlier, I expect it to be right around the same to just maybe ever so slightly lower. I could see it maybe being like 8.2 or 8.3%, which 8.3 would be the same as the previous report. But they are expecting a small drop here. The trading economics forecast is looking at 8.2%, and the overall analyst consensus is looking at 8.1%. So hopefully we see it come in. Like I keep saying, these numbers need to come in lower. If they keep coming in higher, the Feds are just going to keep raising rates more and more. And it's going to hurt the markets, even more over the next year. So hopefully these numbers show that inflation's falling back down just a little bit. That would be nice if it came in at 8.1 or 8.2. I'd be happy. But anything, I think 8.3 or higher, and we're just going to see some bad movement. So pretty crazy day, though, guys. The market's all over the place. Let's see the heat map. Heat map is actually fairly green, which is good. It's actually good to see, considering SPY has been kind of falling off again today, but it's trying to hold up now. But have a great rest of your day, guys. I appreciate you all being here as always, and don't forget, we will be live again tomorrow morning, and we'll be covering all that crazy CPI movement. So be ready tomorrow around market open. It's going to be an insane day, and it looks like SPY is now breaking up into that wedge we created. So interesting price action on SPY today. Very interesting. Have a good one, guys.